Hey everyone, and welcome to a video that I was so excited to make, and that is taking my Toyota Corolla T-Sport on a racetrack and compare it to a Lexus and see how it goes and just enjoy it. But when it comes to enjoyment, there were some unfortunate things on a racetrack, and I'm not gonna spoil what it is. I'm just gonna let you enjoy the video because I still enjoyed a lot that day. Now, before the race, I needed to check if everything is okay with the car, but mainly to do the oil change and change the air filter. Also, just to mention, the car is completely stock. There are no performance mods. Wheels are also OEM along with the regular tires. After everything is done, my Toyota is ready for a racetrack.
I see a sky with a reindeer car, but I'm not running. I see a train moving all too.
Navak racetrack. I'm seeing you again.
This time with a different car.
Yep, and I'm so excited, and yeah, we'll see how the lap time is gonna be compared to the Lexus. I think it's gonna be very close. The weather is really nice. It's not raining, and it's not so hot as well, so it's just enough hot to enjoy the track. We came here a little bit early so I can set up my cameras. I'm gonna park behind this great Civic, show them. Now I have to set the cameras to be done with that because it's not an easy job to do. I learned from previous experience that I have to eat way before the race because of all the G-forces, it can make you throw up.
I move at the speed of light, and this is something I wouldn't dare to think I would be doing. And you go round, keep your head up high. I'll be right behind you like a drum in the sky. You look so beautiful today, now the game is changing. Just like a stranger trying to let you in.
Now, when I was in the car saying that the weather is great, actually when I got out of the car, I realized that it's quite windy, and as the day go on, it got more and more windy. As you can see, now there is a Honda Civic Type R beside me, which is a direct competitor, and it's interesting how the car looks smaller than my car. It's more like compact, but my car is not heavy, it's still 1200 kilograms.
ćemo na 2-3, Veljko. Evo ga, 2-3. Znači polako vozi. Nema...
Now, of course, the first lap was just me seeing how the car is handling, and right away I noticed the lightness of this car. It feels more playful, although the suspension is not as stiff, but it still gives you that feeling that you're not carrying a lot of weight. So after a few laps of practice, I decided to do my first fast lap, and it was a messy lap, but I learned a lot from it. Here it is. around 15 minutes on being on track, I glanced at my fuel gauge and I was like shocked when I saw that it lost like a quarter of a tank. And I realized how this 1.8 liter engine likes to drink fuel a lot. And I forgot how much fuel my dad brought, so I went back to the pits because I don't want to run out of fuel before the end of the track day. Okay, the first round ended and I'm very disappointed in my driving. That's my first impression. I don't know, it's trickier than I thought. I thought it's gonna be a lot easier because I thought like, oh, it's front wheel drive. You know, if you put full gas, it's gonna grip. But with these kind of tires, it's not giving me the grip that I want. Probably I will improve my time, but we'll see. The engine was flawless. And the temperature didn't raise at all. So yeah, with the engine department it's great. It's just the suspension and tires, as I predicted, it's you know, wobbly, but I think I'm gonna get used to it. And yeah, like I said, hoping for the better lap. I used a lot of fuel. It was like half when I went here because I thought it's not gonna waste so much fuel, but it already ran quarter of a tank, which is huge. So my dad is gonna pick up more fuel and we're gonna put inside. Another issue with this car, come here, I'm gonna show you, is this seat is not very supportive. I was really going around my car in the corners. It's not that bad. It's just with leather it could have been even worse. But yeah, still not the best seats. Since I learned a lot from the first stint, I was driving a lot better and I was putting quicker times than in the first one. And just like a Lexus, after 2.5 laps, I think, the engine started to overheat, but as soon as I started to do a cool down lap, in matter of seconds the temperature went back to normal. So again, the engine was performing flawlessly. Now, compared to others, my lap time doesn't look impressive, but few of my laps got ruined by the traffic, and I felt like I could go faster. Just when I got comfortable with the car, I heard that weird noise. I'm just gonna let you listen. And yeah, it got even louder and louder, and I just decided to stop and go back to the pits and see what's the problem. And in the second round there was a problem. The I don't know how that's technically called with the car, but the thing that connects with the alternator, it broke, or it started to peel off. That's the thing, the strings, the material started to hit everything around the car. My dad is trying to cut it so that part doesn't hit the rest. So fingers crossed I'm gonna be able to have a third chance. But yeah, 1:46 time, it's better than the last time, but I think I could have done better. In the end, we couldn't cut that part of the belt that was peeling off and hitting the engine bay. So yeah, that was it as far as the track day goes for today. And yeah, I just went and see how others are doing. Okay, I made it home. I didn't have the noise that you were hearing on a highway and on a lower gear, like 2000 RPMs. I didn't hear the strings hitting around the engine bay, so that's good. I made it home without any problems. But yeah, quite unfortunate that it happened. I also didn't record some action on a track too. So overall, yeah, not a not a happy day. I was so upset that I couldn't go on a third stint because I so wanted to improve my time. But there was a lot of wind that day that I think like it impacted the performance of the cars, especially on a third stint. The wind was very strong. Most of the drivers on a third stint didn't even improve their time. So yeah, this day wasn't the best when it comes to the weather, my car, and the camera recording. But yeah, I expected that. I didn't expect when I go to a racetrack that every time it's gonna be happy and I got the result that I wanted. But I'm not gonna give up because I still love going on a track and experience that adrenaline rush. And yeah, you will see plenty of more videos of me going to a racetrack. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.